Hello. Hi everyone. Very good evening to all of you. So now you can check me on the screen. I'm here. I would like to introduce myself first. I am Anajli Ahuja, Biology faculty of askIITians. And let me introduce askIITians itself. Like many of time we used to be online and always we used to do that. But then okay, let me tell it again. We are online platform that teaches online, and other than online classes we have a lot of things for you guys. We have video lectures, mind maps, study sample papers and all that stuff, especially for what? Especially for all the entrance exam that you're preparing for. Medical entrance exam, board paper also, NTSC, KVPY, IIT, lot of them. And we have student overseas, like from all over the places. You can check our website also for more of the information. But for now, I would like to ask one question, especially to 12th class students. How's your study going on? How's your exam preparation going on? If I ask you a question, like out of 100%, how much you are prepared, how much percent you are prepared for your board exam, what will you say? Okay, you can post your answer in the chat box below, but then point is, that's in your brain what you're thinking right now. If you think there's some still need to study some more, so I think some help is needed. If help is needed, obviously you would like to know some important questions. And that's what I am here for, and that's what I am here with. I'm going to represent this thing. 7 short biology question in 12th CBSE exam. All what I have been doing is going through entrance this previous sample papers of board exam, not the entrance one. Like 2010, 11, 12. I have given so much of the time for you, especially for you guys. Not the 7 short question, but the point is 7 short topic I have. All the research I have made, even on the paper analysis also, I'm going to tell you that. But one by one, I'll be telling you that important topic that you should prepare for your board exam. Yes, quite an important one. Just stay online and keep listening to me. Now, all you can see, these questions already on the screen. The first question that you can see, it's not the question, but I will say it's first topic. As you can see, this is related to ovule and anther. Yes, even I had been going through the paper, and my PPT today you will not find it as beautiful one, but then point is you will find it like screenshot all I have added. Reason being, I was going through the sample paper and all I did was just took the screenshot from the paper itself and added up there. I took, like I'm telling now, I was looking over all previous entrance examination, board exam paper, I should say it again, and I was just adding all the questions. So this is actual question that I have added in different ways. It has been served to you in your paper. So just read them carefully, because these 7 topics I'm telling you, question actually, you will be watching up there. So first that you see is related to ovule and anther. So first is, can a plant flowering in Mumbai be pollinated by pollen grains of the same species growing in New Delhi? Provide explanation to your answer. Next is, draw the diagram of a pistil where pollination has successfully occurred. Label the parts involved in reaching the male gametes to its desired destination. So it is directly or indirectly related to the topic that I'm mentioning. Second you see is, draw a diagrammatic sectional view of a mature anatropous ovule and label the following parts in it: that develop into a seed coat, that develop into an embryo after fertilization, that develop into an endosperm into albuminous seed, through which pollen tube gains entry into the embryo sac and that attaches the ovule to the placenta. No, I have more as well. A pollen grain in angiosperm at the time of dehiscence from an anther could be a 2-celled or 3-celled. Explain how the cells placed within the pollen grain when shed at a 2-celled stage. How does the megaspore mother cell develop into a 7-celled, 8-nucleate embryo sac in an angiosperm? Draw a label diagram of a mature embryo sac. Now the point is, every time, I'm not saying that I have gone through a paper of 20 or year or 10 years. So like 5 years only I have gone through, and all these questions are repeated in different ways. Food is same, but then served in different manner. Even I was telling that I have been checking analysis of the paper also. Last year it was tricky question. Paper was like on an average kind of thing. Person who has learned NCERT like anything, they were doing it well. But then question was tricky. So all you have to do is you have to prepare your topic well, and answer is easy. Questions are tricky, so you have to understand it that way. So this is one topic that was there. Now the second one is breeding, directly or indirectly. Breeding, even if it is in plant or as in animals, like plant breeding has been there, but the chances of animal breeding is even more. Animal breeding of two types, natural and artificial. I'm not teaching you, I'm just telling you some of the question. Natural include all that outcrossing, outbreeding, interspecific hybridization, and artificial include that artificial insemination and moat, multiple embryo ovulation, like embryo transfer. Now the point is, this question again and again, same way, among that 5 or 6 years paper that I've been watching, like you just check it up, see it, there it is. Differentiate between breeding and outcrossing. High yielding cattle is a good solution for this, like these are like different questions. Again, for food enhancement, how does the moat technology help to increase the herd size? What is plant breeding? List the 2 steps the classical plant breeding involves. How was the mutation breeding helped in improving crop varieties? Give one example where the technique has helped actually. How was the breeding program helped in improving the public nutritional health? State 2 examples in support of your answer. Explain the importance of inbreeding in cattle. Okay, I guess I'm more. Differentiate between inbreeding and outbreeding in cattle. State 1 advantage and 1 disadvantage for each one of them. Write the importance of moat. Now the point is, again and again this question, moat, you could check that 2 or 3 times, it was there. Again these questions. So for sure this question is going to be in your paper. Just prepare this topic well, guys. Okay. Now next thing. Next is ADA. ADA is a type of SCID. My words might be seeming like different one, but ADA is adenosine deaminase deficiency, which is SCID, severe combined immunodeficiency symptom. Directly or indirectly question is there. Why I'm saying this thing again and again, but yes, it is there. That's what I'm saying. Last point that I was saying regarding breeding, it was 3 or 5 marks question. Sometimes you know that ABCD, like different sections are there. Into last section 5 mark question can be there. But then 5 mark question, it is like 2.5, 2.5, 3 plus 2 kind of thing question can come, or maybe just a 5 marks question. So you have to prepare it that way. And it was an opinion, I will say, from 2016 analysis I was reading, people were saying it was comparatively lengthy paper. And in 2017 also, that was same thing, people were saying 70 marks, 3 hours paper, yes, 15 minutes were given to read it up question paper. But then point is, again it seemed to be lengthy for certain of the people. So my suggestion is that you need to maintain pace of writing. From starting itself to the end, you have to maintain the pace. Okay, I'll come back to the question as I was saying this important thing. So next that you see is ADA itself. All I'm making is just to read you this question, guys. I am reading question with you, for you, so that at least you can, just read it up carefully and you will be having an idea how come this question can be in paper. So mention the cause of ADA deficiency in human. How has genetic engineering helped patients suffering from it? Why do children cured by enzyme replacement therapy, adenosine deaminase deficiency, need periodic treatment? A boy has been diagnosed with ADA deficiency. Suggest any one possible treatment. Write the function of adenosine deaminase enzyme. State the cause of ADA deficiency in human. Mention a possible permanent cure for ADA deficiency. Yes, next already you could see, but then yeah, I'm done with this ADA thing. This is another most possible question, third one I will say. Now I'm going to tell you the next one. Ecological pyramid. Ecological pyramid, when I was taking last time also webinar, I mentioned this thing up, Eltonian pyramid. It came in my paper, and remember it for this time as well. Ecological pyramid, also known as Eltonian pyramid. Remember it, and yes, again, question is surely going to come in your exam. And all I'm going to show you is, again, that question up. There you go. Okay, now in today's webinar, you will see me less, but the question more, and that's what you need, guys. Here it is. It's always ecological pyramids. With suitable example, explain the energy flow through different trophic level. What does each bar in this pyramid represent, right? Any two limitation of ecological pyramid. Guys, I am telling you short question, but then point is, sometime it is going to be 5 marks, sometime it is of 3 marks, or one time itself. 1 marks itself, because in ADA 1 I was telling you some questions, so some question among that was having 1 mark. So right now I'm not talking about the marks, but I'm telling you about the question. And sometime what happens, same question in the same paper, it is a 1 mark question, and then same question can also be 3 or 5 mark questions. So you gotta prepare that way. So just read this question up. Second one, it is often said that the pyramid of energy is always upright, and on the other hand the pyramid of biomass can be both upright and inverted. Explain with the help of example and sketches. Next is, what is an ecological pyramid? Compare the pyramid of energy, biomass and number. Right? Any two limitation of ecological pyramid? Yes, next you could see already, but then point is, again I'll come back to this. Now let me tell you, one thing is just striking my mind up, and I think I should say. Last time what happened, 2017, diagram was less of the diagram was asked. And this time maybe if diagram is asked, but then point is, in biology many of the time they don't ask the diagram, but then you have to make it. For example, again I'll say same thing I was telling in the last webinar. For example, structure of ovule come in a paper, and there by default, don't you think diagram is needed? I think you should make it. And last year what happened, unexpected question was there. Every year many teacher will come, they will tell their important topic as I am doing, but then point is, last year what happened, unexpected question. Yes, in the same PPT I have added some question for you. I'll show you it at the end, but then point is, it can happen. Even if question is having less weightage, and the question that was of 3 marks. So prepare that. Anyways, now the next is, already you have seen that Hardy-Weinberg principle is there. Yes, exactly. It is from ecology, and it is very much important. All you are doing is, right now you're watching the questions. What does the following equation represent? Explain. P square 2pq plus q square is equal to 1. Not the maths one, okay? If you have prepared the paper well, this is one of the important topics, guys. Please need to prepare it. Giving 3 reasons, right, how Hardy-Weinberg equilibrium can be affected. What does Hardy-Weinberg principle of equilibrium indicate? List any 2 factors that could alter the equilibrium. What would such an alteration lead to? So again I will say this is important one. You need to prepare, and I will suggest you to not only just learn the equation but also solve question and numerical based on this, because sometimes, yes, you know that into biology also it can come. Now I will tell you next topic. Next is recombination DNA technology, or recombinant DNA technology is there. Now the point is, recombinant DNA technology, it include like all the applications, golden rice, flavor saver, BT cotton, all the things very much important. So I think you should go for it. Application is one of the important thing, and I mean, you just do it well, guys, because yes, all I'm going to show you is question now. There you go. Human insulin, when synthesized in body, need to be processed before it can act. Explain giving reasons. So as I was saying it previously also, question can be indirect, but answer is very easy. Answer is very direct. All you have to understand is what answer has to be written. All answer you will find is, yes, you have to write the process of biotechnology, including use of restriction enzyme, ligating it up, and then how hybrid is formed, like recombinant is formed, and it is transferred to the new bacterium. So it's the same thing. Next question is, explain the work carried out by Cohen and Boyer that contributed immensely in biotechnology. Name the genes responsible for making BT cotton plant resistant to bollworm attack. How do such plant attain resistance against bollworm attacks? Explain. So, I mean, I will say again, important topic, this biotechnology itself, especially application of biotechnology, I will say just eat it up and don't digest it up, because you have to keep it in yourself as you have to write it in the exam. Now the next one. Next one is genetics. Most important one, most important topic, genetics. Crosses, all the crosses, please practice it up, guys. I mean, I'm just telling you, all the crosses, just don't cross it up, just cross it through the mind and just keep it inside the mind. All I'm going to show you is sample paper of the question. There you go. Genetics. A couple with blood group A and B respectively have a child with blood group O. Work out a cross to show how it is possible and the probable blood group that can be expected in their other offsprings. Explain the genetic basis of blood group in human population. Every time it is blood group, directly, indirectly, I mean it's the fourth or fifth time I'm saying this time, but then point is very much important. During a monohybrid cross involving a tall pea plant with a dwarf pea plant, the offspring population were tall and dwarf in equal ratio. Work out a cross to show how it is possible. In a cross between two tall pea plants, some of the offspring produced were dwarf. Show with the help of Punnett square how this is possible. Okay, there are some more guys. Why is human ABO blood group were considered a good example of multiple alleles? Work out a cross up to F1 generation only between a mother with blood group A homozygous and the father with blood group B homozygous. Explain the pattern of inheritance exhibited. Yes, I can wait for you guys if you want to read these questions carefully, because genetics questions are going to be this way 100%, I am telling you. So you have to prepare it. It's not going to be direct question, guys. List the three different allelic form of gene capital I in human. Explain the different phenotypic expressions controlled by these three forms. That's the first part of the question. Second is, a woman with blood group A marries a man with blood group O. Discuss the possibilities of the inheritance of blood group in the following, starting with yes or no for each. They produce children with blood group A only. They produce children with O blood group and some with A blood group. So you gotta explain this up. So guys, there's one more. How many kind of phenotype would you expect in F2 generation in a monohybrid cross exhibiting codominance? So I think now you're getting it up, and okay, hold on guys. I made something. Okay, there it is. It is fine now. Okay, here I am, and you can watch me up now. So these are some of the questions. Very much important. Yes, I'm going to show you some more type of question also in the same PPT I have added up. But then I would like to tell you something about 2017. Last year what happened, there was a question. It was like, which thing is better, to bury a dead body or to burn a dead body? But then this question come out to be very controversial. Yes, people didn't like it, some people, I don't know, but then that was a controversial. And students starting tweeting about it. They mentioned HRD Minister Prakash Javadekar at that time. So what happened, even the subject expert who was making this paper, he was debarred. So I can just suppose this thing, or I can tell you this time controversial question will not be there. So, but you have to prepare yourself for kind of question which is situational based question. That was also that kind of question, but situational based as in, for example, some accident occur, what you would be doing, what you won't be doing. Or maybe they will give some example of the disease-based question, that this disease is going to be in this area, what should be done, what could have been the reason. So that way it can be. And last year, what happened, difficulty level was above average. So, but I will not say it's kind of always like 15% difficult question, 15% very easy, and rest of the question was like average. So all over paper is going to be this way, and you have to prepare. Answers are going to be all you know. Easy one, but questions are going to be tricky. It was tricky, and always it happens. So you have to prepare. And question was lengthy. Question paper was lengthy last year also, last year also. You have to prepare. So now you have to listen to me carefully again, because last time also in webinar I told you some of the questions which are very much important. So maybe I am repeating it for you, but then some important topic I have just listed it up in the notebook, so I'm gonna show you. And one more thing I am telling you is, you just learn it up, then I'll tell you. Law of inheritance, linkage, recombination, sex determination, pedigree analysis, all these topics I am telling you from the genetics. Because 5-mark question, that was from the genetics. And not was from the, it always happened. 5-mark question, it used to be ecology and from genetics, for sure, you will get it. So that's why I'm telling you important question from, okay, I'll tell you from the ecology also, from genetics you listen. Genetic disorder, DNA as genetic material, replication, transcription, translation, splicing, capping, HGP, human genome. Okay, so DNA fingerprinting and gene regulation. This is something important topic, and from ecology, it's always that used to be biomagnification, global warming, all these human intervention, human interference. You will find it. So now you gotta prepare well for your paper. And I was saying that something more I have added in the presentation. All you can see it up now. I mean, I'm done with 7 short point, but then my additional point was there. And okay, so there you go. Okay. My presentation is all like this, but then and these, okay, there you see. So as I was saying now, there is going to be disease-based question. So a child suffering from thalassemia is born to a normal couple, but the mother is being blamed by the family for delivering a sick baby. So what is thalassemia? This is all disease-based question, which is situational one. How would you counsel the family not to blame the mother for delivering a child suffering from these disease? Explain. List the values your counseling can propagate in the families. So this is all that question. Second is, so one example of disease-based question you can see. Second is DNA replication is semi-conservative. Name the scientist who proposed it and who proved it. Who was it proved experimentally? Why I have added this question? Reason being, every time experiment one. That experiment, that point I was mentioning in the last webinar. So here again I'm telling you, all these experiment proving DNA is the genetic material, or maybe DNA is showing semi-conservative method. Why that happened? Prepare that well. Yes, it is going to be there. You have to. Again, that even structure of DNA, you can just come with learn that up. So anyways, next you see is, I was telling you now that some unimportant topic that usually we used to consider, but then question was there in 2017. There you go. This 14 and 15 question. Write the characteristic of Ramapithecus, Dryopithecus and Neanderthalian man. Next is name a human disease, its causal organism, symptom, any 3, and a vector spread by intake of water and food contaminated by human fecal matter. Next is, why is there a fear among the guardian for their adolescent ward may get trapped in drug alcohol abuse? Explain addiction and dependence in respect of drug alcohol abuse in youth. So again, that's an important one, guys. And next, there you can see, it is commonly observed that parents feel embarrassed to discuss freely with their adolescent children about sexuality and reproduction. I tell you guys, people didn't like this question. Reason being, if you check this first and second question, how it is there. The result of this parental inhibition is that the children go astray sometime. So first is, explain the reason that you feel are behind such embarrassment among some parents to freely discuss such issues with their growing children. Next is, by taking one example of a local plant and animal, how would you help these parents to overcome such inhibition about reproduction and sexuality? I mean, this question seemed to be like very first and second part like very different from each other, and student will confuse what to write. Yes, orchid is the plant that we can use, but then I'm not teaching you again. If you want to check solution of the paper, I mean, yes, I have gone through all these paper, but then you can come on askIITian website. You will find CBSE previous solved paper also. You'll get solution also. A suggestion is that you will find it up there and come up there. And then if you find any doubt, ask question. There you go, on askIITian website. There is an option. Come up there and post your queries. All queries will be answered. Reason being, it's your exam time, guys. Just prepare that well. All I can say is good luck to you from my side and from askIITian side. You don't have to worry about anything. Just sit, relax, and study for your exam and well. And good luck again, and prepare your paper well. Just do it well. And yes, let me know how your exam was. And other queries, now you're having any query, there's all comment section on the live. You can check and you can comment over there, and everything will be replied. From my side, all I'm saying is bye, take care, sayonara, and good luck. Take care, guys. Bye. See ya. See ya in the next video.